It's time for Declare Your Independence with Ernest Hancock.
Believe me when I say we have a difficult time ahead of us. But if we are to be prepared for it, we must first shed our fear of it. I stand here without fear because I remember that I am here not because of the path that lies before me, but because of the path that lies behind me. I remember that for 100 years we have fought these machines. And after a century of war, I remember that which matters most. We are still here! Tonight, let us make them remember we are not afraid!
No fear, no fear, no fear here on Declare Your Independence with me, Ernest Hancock. We have a great show for you today. We have Heather Lewis. She was in every day on the trial for Bernard von Nothaus of Liberty Dollar and what's going on with that. Now, in the second hour, we have Ahmed Al-Mulla. He is going to talk to us about what's going on in Saudi Arabia. This is, I want to just spend a moment on this so you guys understand what we're dealing with. We have, on the 8th anniversary of us launching a war with Iraq, we went into Libya. Now, 8th anniversary, I mean, these guys, dates and times and stuff, you know, it's like they're screwing with us. Now, what happened was just a week ago, last Monday, we had a gentleman on, had been on before, second time, talking about Bahrain. Bahrain has the Fifth Fleet is there. It's an island country in the Persian Gulf off the coast of Saudi Arabia that's only 3 times the size of Manhattan. Now, it has about 1.2 million people there. The people in the streets, peacefully, we want whatever the heck it is that they want. What happens? Saudi Arabia and United Arab Emirates went in with armed police and military, 1,500 people starting laying waste, killing, strafing, doing, dead. Anything from the U.S., French, UK, NATO, United Nations, nothing. But a week later, Muammar Gaddafi, man, waging war on, boom. Here comes the aircraft carrying over 100 cruise missiles launched from U.S. Cruise missiles, you get it? And you wonder why radical Islam is there, why they hate us? Where's the consistency here? You think the people in Bahrain or Saudi Arabia are seeing, now the Saudis are taking to the streets demanding the release of prisoners held without trial and on it. What are we going to do? And you wonder why this stuff happens. So we'll get to that. This hour, we're going to be talking to Heather Lewis. Now, I have my own opinions, and we'll get into that with Bernard von Nothaus and his Liberty Dollar thing and how this all came about. We had experiences with them in the early, probably almost 10 years ago. They came and had a vendor table at the Freedom Summit. I have Liberty Dollar, the paper versions, some, coins. I remember when they were $10. Now they're, he's counterfeiting because, he said $10 on these things. Of course, now they're worth $35. But, he said $10. He put the word dollar on it. So we're going to find out now that it's over. He's been found guilty on 4 counts. We're going to talk about what those are and what's happened. And none better to be able to walk us through this than Heather Lewis. I got you there, Heather?
Yeah, I'm here, Ernest.
Heather,
thank you very much for having me on.
Oh, it's my pleasure. And we were very excited by the fact that you were able to follow this and give us some, I don't know, just somebody there being able to document what's going on. Now, I want to, we got plenty of time. We got a few minutes left in this segment. What we're going to do is we're going to walk it through, okay? Now, Let's go ahead and let's first introduce you. You're where? You're from where? You were involved how? And why were you at the trial covering this?
Well, my name is Heather Lewis, obviously, and I'm a law student in California. And I was a Liberty Dollar associate, so I have been involved in the correspondence that has been taking place ever since prior to the mint warnings that went out in 2006. And
okay, whoa. Prior to the mint warning, what are you talking about?
Yes, well, in 2006, and we'll get into that. But in 2006, the mint issued a consumer advisory.
Okay, mint. Which
website.
mint? The United States Mint?
The United States Mint.
Okay, we're not all in on this. You got to help the audience, man. You got to walk it through. Okay, United States Mint submitted or released an advisory telling who what.
Right, but that was quite a ways into the whole Liberty Dollar business that was going on. That was in 2006. Liberty Dollar officially started producing silver medallions and silver certificates that were backed up by the silver medallions in 1998 under the company name of NORFED. And NORFED stands for the National Organization for the Repeal of the Federal Reserve Act and the Internal Revenue Code. So it was a movement to educate people about our monetary system and the dangers that the Federal Reserve posed to the United States of America, as we can see now, because it's all coming to fruition. When they originally were issued, they went through some different changes throughout time and had different things on them, but they have on the face an original image that was designed by the creator, Bernard von Nothhaus, and on the back it has a torch and some verbiage. It has the website for the organization on it, phone numbers where people can contact them, and the face value of what it was felt that the silver medallion should trade at the time. And his whole monetary theory revolved around the face value of the medallion changing over a period of time because the value of silver would change. And so
okay, so let me go ahead and walk you through from my perspective and kind of get, where you can help me out here.
Okay.
My thing is that I came in first contact with them probably, I think it was 02, 03. It was before 03. Now, I remember because I had a family pizza restaurant that we had, and every year we still, since 2001, we've done what we call the Freedom Summit. At the Freedom Summit, and I'm sure it was probably 03, they would come, they'd get a vendor table, and they'd promote the Liberty Dollar. Now, of course, anyone that's libertarian-oriented have been seeing this on the internet, them talking about, hey, we have silver, and we have the coins, medallions, dollars, whatever you want to call them, and they had very ornate paper that were certificates, and, they said, backed up by the silver. You turn those in somewhere, you get silver, okay? Cool. I mean, I trust them, or I trust the Federal Reserve or the banking system. I mean, it's whoever you put your trust in. So I'm going, all right. Now, the thing is that it was an educational thing, but it was also a mechanism by which to get the silver into circulation. That was their goal, is to get people to start accepting this. Now, now that I'll bring this up, now that the trial is over, and let me tell you what my problem with it was. My children are manning the table. People come in, and they start giving them paper, Liberty Dollars, to pay for their entrance fee. I didn't say anything about it. Yeah, whatever. Okay, they wanted to do it. They just throw it into circulation. And, my 12-year-old daughter, she didn't know any different. She takes them. Am I able to go to the bank and put those in? No, I let it go. Now, let me finish. Now, the thing is that what they wanted, and they pressed me hard, as an owner of a business, a pizza restaurant, this is one of the things that was brought up in the trial. They wanted you to give the silver as change in negotiations or transactions that you would have for services. When you just give it to them. Now you don't say anything, you just give it to them. It says dollar on it, you just give it to them. And I go, when these people go to the bank and they start trying to deposit these, that's when the problem's going to start, and that's exactly what happened. When we come back, we'll talk about this. What was the plan? What was the mechanism by which this started to unravel? What can be done better? What happens to all the assets that were seized? And we're going to I'm supportive, getting into silver. We're just going to walk in.
You're not
We're going to
You're
walk
not
into it.
wrong about the situation.
I know. We'll be right back in just a little bit here on Declare Your Independence.